Hey everybody!
Guys.
Welcome. We're so glad you guys are joining us today. I'm accompanied by two amazing, gorgeous women today. I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
My name is Aaliyah Banks.
My name is Stephanie Polanco, and welcome to Jit Radio.
Welcome. My name is Omar. If you don't know me, I work for Just in Time. I'm part of the marketing department, and I am super excited about this. This is something we wanted to do for the longest time, and we're going to be talking about different resources, activities that are going on around town, and we're going to try to plug you guys in a lot of different things. But today we have a solid show for you guys. We're going to be diving super deep into like our experiences growing up. And the topic of today's show is opportunities after your 18th birthday. So I'm just gonna hit the floor running and start like asking the question. And the question is, what was it like for you guys aging out of foster care? And what was the first resources that you guys tapped into? Who wants to go first?
I think I can go first. So I think I'd have to say that tapping out of foster care, the foster system, the first thing that I got into was a transitional housing program. That was like my biggest thing because I lived in a foster home that was not going to continue to support me after 18, and I think a lot of us go through that. So I went ahead and...
Do you remember like, oh shoot, like what happens if I age out? Like, do you remember thinking about that?
I remembered panicking because I remember like I had a lot of anxiety because, well, like I said, I was expected to move out essentially my 18th birthday, literally like the day after, because my foster parents weren't really the best, but that's okay. So long story short, I basically got in touch with my social worker, and then she was like, hey, there's this THP at Charlie Trussell in Palomar, Chula Vista. She was like, are you interested? And it was actually only like 6 or 7 blocks away from where I was currently living. So I told her, yeah.
So you walked over there?
Essentially, I longboarded over there because I would ride my skateboard everywhere. Like,
that's
okay,
a cool
so your
fun fact.
social worker hooked you up.
Yeah, social worker connected me. Basically, I went, I did an interview, I met, and then like within a few days, I was moved out.
Okay.
Amazing.
It was before your 18th birthday?
Before my 18th birthday.
Okay,
Amazing.
so it was like a pretty smooth transition.
It was really smooth, but also overwhelming because like we don't know what we're to expect. So that was definitely super overwhelming. And then I was looking to find a job.
So you had like concern about moving into a place and like also like I need to find something
like income.
Okay.
I like that. You kind of had, you had a realization before your 18th birthday, and you started to do the steps to make sure that by the time, you were 18, you were in a new
We have
secure
to
living
Secure
environment,
place.
and it just shows that, you can think about things and just acting on the plan, like, look how far you got. And
you have to be able to be proactive. I think like that's the biggest tip that I can give somebody that's aging out of foster care is being proactive, because if you're not proactive, then the opportunities won't come if you don't go looking. So
Being proactive. 100%, yeah, that's a good tip. What about you?
So,
what was it like for you?
When I turned 18, I was in New York, and I graduated, and I just started to work after high school when I turned 18. And I never really got any foster care help or foster care like agencies in New York. They're not really big, so I just worked a lot. And then I got the beautiful the beautiful opportunity to come out to California and become a student and go to college, and I got to JIT. I got to...
Did you have family here in California?
So my dad,
Okay.
my biological dad, like found me in New York and we reunited,
Okay.
and he was like, "Do you want to come live with me in San Diego, California?"
Oh, that's pretty cool of him.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
That's
super
dope.
cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, he left me, but yeah, super cool. But
He abandoned me, but later on, like,
he got us the plane ticket here though, so it means a lot at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So. I came here and I started going to school in San Diego Mesa College, and I was able to find out about Just in Time. And
who told you about Just in Time?
His name is Isaac Flores.
Okay, I know
He's
that
a
guy. He's cool.
participant.
Hey, shout out to
Shout
Isaac.
out to Isaac Flores.
He's a real one.
I wouldn't be here without you. So, he told me like go down to JIT, go talk to Ozzy, go talk to everybody, and it just happened.
what was your experience coming into JIT?
It was like, oh my God, like all these people and like all these kids, and I'm like, these people are
Kids?
we're all like, in my head it's hard to say like, I know I'm a grown adult because I pay bills and I go to school and I have all these responsibilities, but like inside and like, especially when I'm here with you guys, like
It's
I
so
feel like,
hard.
yeah, I feel like the inner kid is here with me. We're all in that healing stage, so I just got used to saying, like we're kids and we're healing and we're growing. Like, we're growing into who we're supposed to be. We have a 10-year journey here, okay? It doesn't stop. I'm at, like, maybe year 4 or 5, so I'm not worried. They got me for a while.
There's really no time stamp if we're really getting technical with it. So you moved to San Diego when you were 18.
I moved to San Diego when I was 20 years old.
20 years old, sorry. Okay, so I spaced out maybe at the time.
So I worked.
So what was your life like? Because you aged out when you were out in New York. What was it like to age out in New York out of the foster system?
It was busy. It was a lot. I worked. I had a room. I paid like my own rent. I've been paying like rent since 17 and a half. So
rent's expensive out there.
Yeah.
So, like,
my rooms are like $700, $800. One room, I think the most I paid was like $900.
Do they offer stipends like they offer out here?
No, it's like no programs like Just in Time. If they are now, I don't know. I've been gone since 2018, but when it was 2018 when I left, it was nothing in place for that. When I went to like the community colleges, they were like, we can give you a little bit of help with your book money, and we can give you like, you know, a Metro card every semester, but like there's nothing else we can really do for you, and you still would have to pay like pay tuition and things as such. So I just was like, okay. And then also another thing is, as a foster youth, I didn't know that I could possibly get free aid from New York. So even if it was possible back then, I really just didn't know. And I just think everything happens for a reason.
You bring up a good point, because like, there's a lot of resources.
You just don't know.
A lot of people, it's very common.
I don't even think I was just thinking
common.
about that, like, to even go out and ask. I just always thought, like, you got to pay for school.
Yeah.
Everybody has to pay for school, you know? So that's just what I thought. And then I was like, how am I going to work and go to school? How am I going to do that? Pay rent, go to school.
Were you already in college?
No, I never went to college. I started my college journey here in San Diego College.
And where are you going to college again?
I go to SDSC right
Go
now.
Aztecs.
That's
what's up. And then you are a business major?
I'm an econ major, and I major in... It's okay.
So the table was moving. So
We're shaking the table with all this good information. No, I go to San Diego State University right now. What did you just ask me?
Your major.
Oh, my major is economics, and then I double major in business right now. So,
is there
both.
any programs that you would recommend to anybody that you're in currently that a foster youth could take advantage of?
Just in Time, San Diego Housing Commission. I got housing from them. When I got here, everything got really sweet. Honestly, my life just got better, and I put in the work, and I put myself around the people that I needed to be. Counselors from school helped me like make connections with San Diego Housing Commission, Just in Time, San Diego Youth Services that I've worked with specifically, churches, pantries, all around, helping me do my our food stamps, our SNAP benefits, making sure that I do that I got Medi-Cal. Like, I had counselors and people telling me, like, make sure you apply for this because all this is free for you until 26. And I'm like, what? And I didn't think that because you go to college you would get, like, SNAP benefits. But no, my counselor was like, no, you can apply. If anything, I did work all the time. They was like, they'll deduct it and they'll still give you something to help out. And just having that breakdown was like, oh, okay, I do need to go do this, because I'm just thinking that I got to do it on my own, and I got to work, and nobody's there to help me, and there's no handout. It's not a handout, but you got to go ask for the help.
No, exactly.
Go tell them what's going on, your scenario, and they help you, and, plug in where they can help you, so.
You got to get the resources.
Definitely.
What about you?
What about me?
Yes,
How was your experience?
So that is
it's very different.
I was trying to think about like what actually happened. I didn't really like age out of foster care. I actually ran away from foster care, and then was like in hiding. So I'm trying to think what happened at my 18th birthday. I was living, I think, with my sister at the time, and I think I was working as a plumber, and I was making pretty good money. My dad was a plumber, and my brother-in-law is a plumber, and so I know how to do plumbing. And I remember thinking, like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, you literally have to crawl in crap. And, like, it's the nastiest. It can get nasty, and it's just, like, sometimes you're up in the attic, sometimes you're in the basement.
Man.
And it actually is a decent job. I'm not, like, throwing shade at
Very
plumbing.
essential.
But I just had something in my mind. Like, I would go to houses, like, oh, my God, these people have, like, really nice houses. Like, I want to live in a house like this, right? And I would always get ashamed because people were like, oh, are you in school? And, like, no, like, I'm not in school. So clients would kind of push me, like, to think
That's
more,
so nice.
right? So I was always thinking, like, I really don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So I went to community college in Merced, California, and I wanted to study psychology, and I got my AA there. then I transferred to San Diego State. And
Go Aztecs.
This is a cool story. Is that I had gotten a full scholarship, a full ride to UC Merced.
What?
And then I got a call from
God.
San Diego State saying, hey, we see that you applied to San Diego State, and we noticed that you checked that you're a foster youth, and like we're wondering if you would want to be part of the Guardian Scholars. They do XYZ, and I was like, what the heck? This is crazy.
Cool.
So I didn't even know there was like resources, like
Yes.
you said. Like for me, I'm sorry to spit. For me, I'm someone who actually doesn't like to like ask for help.
Yep.
It's very difficult for me to like reach out sometimes. And there was times like I didn't have food in my refrigerator. I was sleeping on the floor in friends'
Yep.
houses, and because like I just didn't want to ask for like extra help. Right? I didn't even know these things existed,
Yep.
and my life would have been totally different. At the same time, I'm grateful for like what I experienced, but yeah. So that's what happened at my like 18th. I don't think it was like 18th, but like around that age. But I didn't have like a normal exit at a foster care like most of us do. But yeah, like it was a interesting experience for me. I didn't go to high school, which is another thing. Like I was running away, so like I not one day spent in high school.
Wow.
So you see, guys, you don't need to go to high school to go
No,
to college.
Yeah, actually,
I'm kidding.
They should go to YouTube University.
YouTube University.
No, definitely go to school. I still struggle to this day, like writing. It's one of my fears. I really freaking hate it because like I didn't really get formal like training on it, and the knowledge that I do have is because like I tried to like read. And anyway, too much of me, but
Long story short, but I have to say he is an amazing writer. Everything that he does here at Just in Time, he's really
Amazing.
great.
I was gonna say,
don't let him just like water himself
wouldn't even
down.
know
He's really
that.
great.
yeah.
And it goes to show that no matter what walk of life, you can still be successful. So that's like the biggest thing that I think that we need to get across is every single journey that you have, every step that you take, it's gonna, at the end of the day, things are always gonna get better. Like your life as an adult, it's up to you to basically become the master of your dream and chase it.
That's well said. Beautiful said.
I think we all just had a mission. Like I think we all just made the decision that we wanted better for ourselves and we wanted a better life and we wanted to create opportunity not just for ourselves but our friends, our family. I know I want to create generational wealth, just things like that. And one thing I wanted to also do is like, just help people be financial literate. And I even help, foster youth when I was younger, like, hey, save up your little stipends, like, we can do like a big shop. And I just always had a mission, like I want my life to be better, and I didn't know how it was going to be. I didn't know that I would be at San Diego State University as a Guardian Scholar as well. I wouldn't know that I'd be sitting here, being able to spread awareness to foster youth that's, coming into aging out, or just you're 15, 16 and you're trying to decide what you want to do. So just being able to show you guys our path and what we're going through is just amazing. I never knew I would get here. So
you hit on a topic that I want to kind of like emphasize because I agree with that. That's something that I wish that I would have managed better was my stipend that we receive when we're 18. You receive that stipend until you're 21. So when it was back in my day, I was getting $800 and it increased to $1,000.
Wow.
So all you had to do was go to school or be working to get that. My biggest piece of advice that I can give anybody that's aging out, save that stipend and use your work checks. Because when you turn 21, that money can go into a really big savings account. You can use it for a down payment on a house, a car, whatever you'd like to start a business. So that's like something that I wish that I would have done. That I think that would be super beneficial.
I think just working a lot. I've been working since 15, and I feel like if I would have just saved a lot more, I would be I would be just such in a better place. So just speaking on saving, like any money, like, make sure you pay your bills, make sure that you have all your necessities, make sure, all your bills are paid, but just also make sure to save. I know it's hard, especially when you're the one buying everything for yourself and providing everything for yourself, but you just, even if it's $10.
Budget sheets.
They
come in
You
clutch.
come down to Just in Time. We can show you about all of that through financial fitness. We can show you all of that, okay? So,
finances is a great topic. Maybe we do spend like a full episode on just sharing about like tips and our experience, because you can never start soon enough to save money. And like everyone will always say, like, I wish I started saving money sooner. So I mean, that's a great point. Like, you know, being wise about where you spend your money, how you spend your money, having a job to like have a steady income is super important. But
Also, finding balance, because you have to do school, work. It's important to balance.
your
Like, if you
life.
feel overwhelmed, take a break, because you don't want to end up burnt out.
Definitely.
yeah. So we're coming like close to the end. Do you guys have any final thoughts?
I just think, you know, what should we tell the foster youth out there right now when it comes to turning 18? I just say don't be afraid. And if you are going through anything, make a plan. Make a plan. And I still want you to enjoy your 18th birthday. You've made it this far. We send you lots of love and light on your 18th birthday, whoever you are out there. And just, you know, make a plan. And if you're in the area or if you're in any area where this is just in time, please tap in. And yeah, we're here for you. And yeah, happy 18th birthday to whoever's
18th
watching.
What about you,
And
Stephanie?
then my word of advice for you, if you're turning 18, don't give up, don't lose hope, have a plan A, B, and C.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
good.
And swing by just in time.
Swing by That's right. We're always here, so we're here to support you. I would say, you know, you're probably going through struggles, and we all go through struggles. I'm going through struggles right now. Like
Everyone.
It's not easy, and sometimes we can be like in a very dark place. But the most important thing is to like not stay in that dark place, because it can get like darker and it can get deeper. So
Ask for help.
Yeah. Always ask for help. Look for resources, because there's tons.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're really glad you guys tuned in, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. We have a lot in store for you guys. If you guys have ideas for topics, if you guys want to be part of our show, if you guys want to be interviewed, you can comment us,
Come on
send us a
down.
message. We really want this to be a tool
space
for you
for
guys,
us.
space for you guys, it's best for us. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
One more thing. We actually don't have a name for the show, so if you want to
Please.
name it,
Drop down below.
What
Let
should it
us
be?
know.
Jit Radio. We're trying to get away from the Jit, so like think big, think foster youth, think something cool. We want to show off, you know, the awareness of how unique our foster youth are, and just what we're doing in our strides and the positivity. So if you could think of something like that, please tap in, and we're gonna have some surveys coming out, and just a lot more
Yes.
coming soon on this platform. So watch out.
I'm glad you mentioned the survey. There, those of you watching this one specifically, let us know what you guys thought about our interaction and our conversation. What was good, what was bad. Again, suggestions for other topics.
What do you want to hear? What do you want us to talk about?
What do you want to see next time? Let us know.
Like a tiger.
All right. Like a tiger, baby.
All right, we're out. Thank you guys.
Peace. Bye, guys.
Wait, yeah.
All right, that's right.
I think that was a lot better. Yeah.